Hello, Freddy. Hello, Gerson.
Hello, teacher. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. How's everything? Good?
Well, teacher.
Yes, good. Okay, Freddy, I have a question. Where do you work?
Teacher, I'm working at a main bus station at Terminal, just
Where?
Salitre neighborhood. Terminal, main
Uh,
bus station here in Bogota.
Neighbor station?
Main bus station.
Main bus.
Main bus. Yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
main bus station.
And Salitre.
Yes, teacher. Yes, I'm working over there just 3 years ago.
Very good. Okay, that's interesting. And do you have any experience teaching?
Not yet, teacher, because I'm a police officer, but I'm preparing for that.
You are a police officer.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's good. Interesting. It is like the third police officer that I have in my classes in this PA.
Yes, teacher. It's usual for this institution, for this university.
Yeah,
It's nice for that.
that's good. And Gerson, where do you work?
Good evening, teacher.
Hello.
Uh, well, actually, I quit my job 6 months ago. So now I'm a nurse and I'm taking care of some people, but just a few hours during the day. Just that's what I basically do. That's what I basically do. Yeah. So,
Do you have any experience teaching?
teaching, but not English.
What do you teach?
Some things related to health.
Nursery?
Yeah,
Okay. Where?
nursing stuff, right? And also just also like a coach train, like a coach. I mean, I do box aerobics, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Karen. Karen, are you there? Karen is freeze. Karen, are you there? No. Okay, Clara. Hello, Clara.
Hello, teacher.
Clara, where do you work or what do you do?
I'm an accountant assistant. I'm administrative and accountant assistant, and I work at home.
Interesting. Do you have any experience teaching?
No, teacher. I don't have
Not.
experience.
You don't have
Not yet.
experience. Not yet. Okay, that's good. Dinalda, what do you do? Good evening, Dinalda.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. What do you do? What is your profession? What is your work?
I am a teacher in elementary school teacher.
What do you teach?
All areas.
Okay. And do you study for being a teacher or you are a normalist?
And I am normalist teacher.
Okay, good. So it's a primary school. Which grade?
I have a second grade, but for a problem in the school, maybe since the next week, I going to teach in all groups since first
Terrible.
to fifth grade teacher.
Okay, right. Public or private?
Public.
Public school. Okay, right. Natalia, what about you? What do you do? Natalia.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Natalia. How are you?
I am teacher, elementary teacher.
Elementary school teacher.
Yes,
Okay. Do you work in a public or in a private school?
and it's primary school.
In a private school. Which grades do you teach to?
No. First, um, first, second.
First and second grades.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Karen, what do you do?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
I work in a store, um, and I don't have any teaching experience. But I work in a store 4 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Oh, my goodness. Too long.
Yes.
Right. Okay, Andres. Good evening, Andres.
Hello.
Hello, Andres. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I suppose that you are from
Yeah.
Bogota, right?
Yeah.
You are too Bogotano. I can notice that. I have a question. Do you have any experience teaching?
Yeah. I actually just started my third year being an English as a second language
Where?
in Colegio Gran Bretaña. It's an international school here in Bogota.
Mhm. Yes, I know. Okay, that's good. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're working with high school, right?
No, I actually work with kindergarten. I work with 3 to 7 year olds.
Imagine. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Little children. Little. Okay, that's good. Perfect. I just wanted to know, just because I read what you wrote, but sometimes I forget. I have a very bad memory. Okay, guys, thank you for telling me. It is important for me to know that you have or not this teaching experience, because in that sense we can start getting a little bit more experience about that. Let me do something. I'm going to close here the door because some people outside started making noise. Okay, so let's start with our class, our theoretical linguistic class. Last time we were talking about vowels. Do you remember the vowels? Do you have the chance of checking the vowels?
Yes, sure.
So do you have any question?
Yes.
Which one, Clara?
um, I can find the difference between some sound of vowels
Which ones?
because, for example, the E and just a second. I'm going to write in the chat because I don't know what how to give tell you the word. Mm, with E
Okay.
and
So we have these vowels. Can you see them?
Yes, teacher.
I'm not too sure
No.
my computer. Oh, okay, now yeah.
Which ones? Give me the description of the vowels you are asking for.
Uh, uh, is in the
Okay.
mid part,
Mid.
and those that both are short.
Use the
Central and front.
Ah, okay. Central front, this one. A.
Front. Exactly. And la que está al revés. I don't know.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the difference.
The difference is the difference is notorious. Pay attention to the pronunciation of this is A. The same as in Spanish, A. But in here, remember, you move the tongue a little bit to the center. So you move the tongue a little bit back. Yes, you move a little bit.
Mm,
Uh,
okay.
right? Okay. To clarify a little bit about this, let me show you. I'm going to look for. Me tocaba hacer esto porque I didn't do something here, right here. So we are going to look for something that it is another resource that you can use in order to check, because we don't have much time in this class, so you can go and analyze. So it is BBC phonetics. You write phonetics, and BBC has some phonetic pronunciation, right? So we are going to enter and we are going to listen to the chua. Because remember that the name of that one, of this one that you are mentioning, this one that it is upside down, is chua.
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 Okay. Chua.
That's the name, right? So let me check here. I don't like this man. However, this is the same, okay? This is British, so they are kind of stupid. And we're going to watch this video. Let me check. So the video is not that entertaining, but it is instructive. So let's pay attention to her pronunciation. Let me know if you can listen to the woman.
This is a short vowel sound. It's pronounced
Did you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay.
It was
Pay
a bit
atten-
quick though.
A little.
Like it was too fast. Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah. Wait.
This is a short vowel sound. It's pronounced And to make this sound, you just relax your mouth. You try. Listen and repeat. And again. In fact, this is a very common sound in English. And in many grammar words, it's the only vowel sound, such as the, of, that. Let's practice these. Listen and repeat. The, of, that. Now you also get this sound in many words of more than one syllable. Listen. About, common, standard, butter. Let's practice. Listen to me and repeat. About, common, standard, butter. Good. You could say that the vowel is the most important vowel in English. In fact, it's so important it has its own name. It's called John. No, not really. It's actually called schwa. Schwa, which is pretty strange when you think about it because the word schwa doesn't have the schwa sound in it. So why is this sound so important? Well, it's a very natural sound for English speakers, and it's actually the most frequent sound in English. It appears in just about every word with more than 2 syllables, and it's very important for getting the stress and rhythm of English right. Schwa is usually in unstressed syllables. Let's have a look at some examples. Accuse, banana, father, camera. Okay, now you try. Listen and repeat. Accuse. Banana. Father. Camera. Now, as well as being a part of many words, schwa can also be the pronunciation for a whole word itself. And to show you this, I'm going to need an assistant.
A cup of tea.
Thank you. An ordinary cup of tea. But listen to what happens when I say the words a and of naturally. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. The words a and of become schwa, a. Now you try. Listen and repeat after me. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Good. Now this is such a natural and common way to pronounce cup of that in British English the word cuppa actually means a cup of tea. And after all that, I'm really looking forward to my cuppa. Actually, what I really fancy is a piece of cake.
Okay, this is an example of a video, okay? So you can check the video every time, but I don't know if your question was clarified with the chua. That is a very common sound. Remember that one of the characteristics of the schwa is that it is very weak, it's débil. So it is like imperceptible. It's like right? So when they say a cup of tea, so they pronounce it cup of tea. Yeah, and it can replace many letters. Yep.
Yeah, teacher, thank
And
you so much.
something that we clarified also last time is that in British they don't pronounce the R. So for example, they say father, father. But in American, they pronounce father, or father, father, with the schwa sound, right?
Teacher, but between British and United States English, is there some difference, or maybe is there another letter or another vowel consonant into the language speaking between British and American English?
You mean the pronunciation or the language itself?
Not just according with that explanation, or okay, according with that square that show us
There are some
different vowels.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
maybe my question is if there is some another vowel or consonant apart from this chart.
No.
Okay.
No. Something that we have to realize is that maybe in American English, this vowel sound, can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
This vowel sound in American, it is not pronounced because it's a long sound. It's a very long sound of ah, like in arm, arm, right? Right? And American says arm, arm, with another vowel sound. Yeah. Do you notice that do you notice the pronunciation of this one?
I have no idea, teacher.
Yeah, because we couldn't analyze.
Shorter.
Yes, it's very short. We couldn't analyze it last time, but it is one. In the workshop, you have the same audios. Yeah? You can do the workshop 3 times, so you can check some things and start doing it. Yeah, this pronunciation is, pay attention to this. We are going to do the exercise. Remember, this is the position of the tongue. So move your tongue to the back and put your tongue to the lowest part of your mouth and produce a sound.
Oh, no. Yes.
Oh. Very short sound. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, do you understand? Llevamos la
Yes.
lengua hacia atrás, slide the tongue, and put it back, right? So it is going to be like this thing, this form. Oh, oh. It is very similar. If you pay attention, it is very similar to a, and very similar to o, because it's close. It's right? Yes. Let's listen to the examples, or let's see the examples. Sorry.
20. Oh. Dog. Often. Cough. Want. Because. Knowledge. Australia.
Which words do you listen to?
Australia knowledge.
Okay.
Often.
Now, pay attention to me. Listen. You are going to repeat the words that you have said, but do the exercise. Move your tongue to the back, and to the low part of the mouth. Repeat, please.
Oh, dog. Often.
Very good. Often.
One.
Australia. Right? Yes. Remember, position of the tongue is very important. Repeat this word, please.
On.
No with
On.
o. La lengua abajo y atrás.
On. On.
Right? Repeat this one.
Better.
Pero please corta. Okay. This one.
Chop.
Do you notice that it is not chop, not chop, it's chop? Chop, right? Repeat this one.
Hot.
This one.
Spot.
Let me mute you. There is a lot of noise. Sorry, I'm going to mute you a second. Okay, good. Right, because there is a lot of noise. You can repeat on your own, and if you want, when I ask you, you can read here. Read this. Opera. No opera, as in Spanish, opera. And pay attention. This is o. This is chua. Right? And the other one could be a or chua. Opera. Opera. This one. Follow. Follow. No follow. Follow. Right? So if you notice, your tongue is going to go down, back and go down. Yeah? Like in this one. Option. Artist. Honest. Yep. Is it clear?
Yes.
It is. Okay, good. Yeah. Let me look for, I forgot to open this, an exercise. It check this thing here. I'm going to look for one exercise that you have available also, because the book is on the web, on the virtual platform. So we are going to see an exercise here. It's on the book. Pay attention to the pronunciation of some things. Yeah, this one. Okay, sometimes the sound that I were with you, this one, sometimes is represented by this one. Okay, so this one is the one that is going to go back and down. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a second, not a second, 1 minute, and you're going to read from 1 to 5 this line. We are going to omit this one. Vamos a omitir el diptongo. We are going to omit the diphthong. So the first one is, for example, caught, caught, caught. And you have to notice the difference between the three words, because they are three different words, okay? So take a minute, read the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we are going to check your pronunciation, or if you understand the difference between the sounds. Okay, so let's listen. I'm going to listen, or we are going to listen to you. And let's see, who wants to read the number 2, line number 2? Line number 2.
Me, teacher.
Okay, Freddy, go ahead.
Not, 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 not.
Okay, remember, Freddy, vamos a repasar los sonidos. Pay attention to this. Ah, ok, este sonidito de acá. Este sonidito de acá, let me see. This one. This one. This sound is center. Se parece mucho al schwa. Este sonido se parece mucho al schwa, pero es más una intercepción entre la O y la A. Es como A. Es más tirando a O. Okay? O. So let's listen.
18. Run. Uncle. Front.
Right? So it's O. O. No es tan al frente como la A normal. A. A little bit in the middle. A. Right?
Okay. Right.
So if you pronounce that, you pronounce this?
Not.
Very good. This one?
Not.
Mira, acá está, dice.
Not.
Very good. This is like O.
Not. Not.
Very good. Otra vez entonces.
Not. Not. Knock.
Es el mismo sonido. 3 sonidos. N-O-T. Not.
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 Very good. This one?
Not.
And this?
Not.
¿Halló la diferencia?
Yes. Is the stress is better in not? The last one?
It is not about stress. No se trata de stress. Se trata de posición de la lengua.
Okay.
Vamos a empezar. Esta
It's
va.
just in front of.
Yes. This is behind. Not. Not.
Not.
This is an O, a regular O. Not.
Not.
This is a diphthong. Note.
Note.
And this is O. Not.
Not. Not.
Yeah? Not. Okay. Note. Not. Not.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. We have to practice a little more. Okay, let's continue. Who wants to read the number 3?
I want to be me.
Okay, go ahead. I think that is Gerson.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Gerson.
Not. Note. Not. Not. Yes.
Very good.
No,
Can you
sorry.
please repeat?
Yes. I missed the line. Yes. Again. Mod. Mode. Mod. Mod.
Yeah, very good. We are going to read the number 4. Who wants to read it? Volunteers, volunteers.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Teacher.
Who?
Me, Linalda, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Linalda.
Found, 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 fund.
Okay, very good. But this one is a little back, okay? Pond.
Fund.
Pond.
Fund.
Trata como si la vocal te la fueras a comer un poquito más. Pond.
Fund.
Okay, aún la estás haciendo muy arriba, pero okay, that's good. Right?
Thanks.
Pond. Okay, next one. Number 5, volunteers. Tranquilos que los que no pasaron con esta leen las oraciones. Right. Who says me?
Me, Natalia.
Okay, Natalia. Go ahead.
Shock.
Okay, Natalia, pay attention to something. CH is a very short sound.
Shock.
Chuck.
Shock.
Very good.
Shock. Shock. I don't know. Shock.
Very good.
Shock.
Very good. Repeat.
I know. Shock. Shock. Shock.
Yes.
Shock. Shock. Shock.
Yes. Difficult?
Yes.
Okay, good. I like difficulties. I like difficult things. Now, let's practice a minute more and let's practice the sentences. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes more and let's practice the sentences. As you can see, there are some things in here that are missing. Some sentences are missing. Practice. Okay, I don't know if 1 minute has passed, but let's try. Okay, so volunteers. Okay, Andres.
And your dog is actually barking. All right. It's number 6, right?
Yep.
So the dog bucks. Am I supposed to like think
No,
how the
read
next
this one. No,
is
read
good?
this
All
one.
right. The dog barks, and in American English it would be the dog barks.
Yeah,
Or
this,
in British.
actually, I'm going to tell you this book is American. So and they
Oh,
are
really?
saying that they are doesn't sound strongly here.
Box.
Yeah, this book is
The
American.
box.
The box.
Dog box.
Oh, yes. Very good. Thank you. Okay, right. Next one, number 7. Volunteers, volunteers.
Me, teacher.
Who's me?
Me, Clara.
Okay, Clara, go ahead.
Here's a not.
No. The first one. La primera que pronunciaste así era. La pronunciaste.
Okay. Here's a not.
That's good.
Here's a note. And here's a nut.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Clara. That's very clear. Okay, number 8. Who says me? Karen? Okay, Karen, go ahead.
Yes, me, teacher. It's in the hall. It's in the hall. It's in the hall.
O, with O.
It's in the hall.
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 Yes,
Okay.
very good. Remember, this sound is very O, hall.
Okay.
Right, very good. Thank you. Number 9.
Okay, I like it.
Lauren?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't suck it, don't soak it, and don't suck it.
That's good, very good. And number 10. Thank you very much. Who's missing? Who's missing? I don't know. Andres, Clara, Lorraine, okay, an extra volunteer because everybody has passed.
Okay, me.
Okay, go ahead.
Was it suit?
Oh.
Was it sewed? Was it sat?
Remember, Freddy, pay attention to the pronunciation. This is?
Sewed. Oh.
Very good. So?
Sewed.
Was it?
Sewed?
Yes.
Okay. Was it sewed? Sewed? Because it's so sound.
This
sewed.
one? Pay attention again. The first one. This one.
Was it sewed?
Yeah.
Was it sewed?
Mire, me está haciendo un diptongo donde no lo hay.
Okay. Was it sewed? Sewed.
That's good.
Okay. Was it sewed?
That's good. Repeat.
Okay. Was it sewed? Was it sewed? Was it sewed?
That's good. You see? Easy.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so we have to get the rhythm with this and recognize the sounds. Try to recognize the sounds because it is going to be useful when you read in phonetic transcription, right? As we are going to do very soon. Yep. Okay, any other question about the vowels? We have to practice the vowels a little more, but you can do that on your own because there is not much time, right? Any question about the vowels? Yes, Karen? Or no?
Teacher, according with the evaluation that is going to be soon, maybe according with the vowels, consonant, according with vowels, is gonna be like this class, the evaluation.
Which evaluation, man?
According with a web page, I saw some evaluation in a unit 2.
No, there is not an evaluation. There is a lesson. I'm going to show you. Give me a second.
Okay.
About this thing. Remember, okay. Okay, here. We have this one, course unit. Here, the only thing that we have in unit number 2 are 3 lessons. In the lessons, there are are some questions, but the questions are based on the readings. Okay, it's just to check your learning. Here, in this one, you are going to learn about vowels. You are going to check more about vowels, and the questions are related just to the readings. For example, there is a question about the position of the vowel. So they are going to show you one vowel, and they are going to tell you what is the position of this vowel. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
So it is not about repetition or memorization. It is not about that. It's just recognition.
Okay.
Recognition of the vowels. You can take notes about that, and then you can answer easily. Yep?
Yep, teacher.
Okay, good. Stop this thing here. And let's check here. Okay, another thing that we have to analyze in phonetics before going with the other topic is consonants. So let me open the...
Profe, I just have one question real quick.
Which one?
It's just about this concept or term that I've heard about, and it's a little bit confusing. It's rhotic, when a language can be rhotic or non-rhotic.
You are talking about the R.
Yes. So for example, in British English, is that non-rhotic?
Non-rhotic.
British is non-rhotic, American is rhotic.
Rhotic, because the rhotic is when you...
Rhotic is when it sounds.
When it sounds, and it is actually, the R is, I forgot it. I forgot the name. Retroflex. It's a retroflex vowel consonant. Yeah? That it is stronger in America than in Britain. Yeah. Britain is most.
Okay, thank you.
The other one. Okay, right. So what I want to share with you is exactly that presentation about the consonants. So we are going to pay attention to some things related to the consonants. As in the vowels, remember that there are some characteristics. In the consonants also, we have some characteristics. You can check the characteristics very carefully in the lesson, but we are going to analyze this in here. We have the first characteristic that has to do with the manner of the production of the sound. When we talk about the manner, we are talking about the airstream. Yes, remember that the sound is produced by the air that goes to the lungs, travels to the diaphragm, and from the diaphragm, the air goes out. Yes? So that air, how the air is released, that is what we call the manner. The place of articulation has to do with the articulators. Remember that last time we analyzed different articulators, the lips, the alveolar ridge, the palate, the teeth, and all the articulators that are here, right? The glottis. And the other one has to do with the voicing. Remember that we have here, in this part, debajo de mi papada, in here, we have the vowel or the vocal folds, las cuerdas vocales, here. There are some sounds in which the vocal cords or the vocal folds vibrate, and others that they are not vibrate. The vocal folds don't vibrate. Sorry. So according to that, we have this voicing. Yeah, we are going to see some examples here, right? 3 phonetic features. Okay. The first characteristic that we have is the manner of articulation. This is the first one, the manner, how the air goes out. So according to the air, we have the first one is the plosive. What is the plosive? That the air is blocked completely in the mouth, right? And there is like an explosion. So when you pronounce, for example, b, d, g, there is not air releasing, right? There is not like an airflow. It's like an explosion. It's very short. So you have the, right? That is different with the fricative, from the fricative, sorry. The fricative, the air is released. Yeah, so pay attention to this. You pronounce F or and you pronounce V. Yeah, and here we start seeing one difference between this B and V. Right? This is fricative, the air flows. This is plosive, the air stop. B, B, right? And other, these ones are interdental. So the pronunciation is in the middle of the teeth. This one is alveolar. And this one are palatal. Little by little, we are going to understand all the characteristics, but this is more or less like that. The air goes out. Yeah? And here, the air goes out. Something interesting happens with the affricate. What happens with the affricate? That these two sounds are like a combination of one plosive, that is t, and one fricative, that in this case is sh, t, sh. So this sound is like a sh, but stopped. Usually, I tell my students that this sound is very common in the Chibcha language. Okay? Esta consonante de aquí es la misma que pronunciamos en palabras como chicharrón, chorizo, chicha, okay? Champeta, this one. Yeah? It's very short. And this one is a combination of a D and a combination of J. So this one is J, J, J. Like in yuca in Spanish. Right? More or less the sound. Not like a J, but yuca. J, J. Right. And according to the position of the air, there are some approximate. These consonants are approximate because they are, or they have some characteristics with vowels, and they have other characteristics that make them different. For example, the W is also considered a semi-vowel because it's very, very similar to U. However, it has a point of articulation. So it has characteristics of consonants as well. The J, this one, is very, very similar to E. But it is not a vowel, it's a consonant. Okay. In the case of the R, as we mentioned before, is retroflex. So they don't have a specific airstream. It is not plosive, not fricative, not affricate. So it's not r. So you can notice that the air doesn't go there over. I mean, doesn't is not released, but neither is stopped. It's like r. And the L is lateral because the tongue do like this thing, like move to the and falls, and the air goes all right to the sides. But we are going to see that later. And we have finally, according to the manner of articulation, the nasal. The air in these three consonants goes out the nose, the nasal cavity. Mm, n, ng. Right? Mm, n, ng. Those are like the nasalization of the sound.
So
Yeah?
the nasalization is part of the manner as well?
It's part of the manner because it has to do with the air.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah? Remember that the manner is related to how the air behaves. The point of articulation or the place of articulation has to do with the articulators. So where does the constriction occurs? What parts of the mouth do you use in order to produce certain sound? Yeah. So if we pay attention to that, we are going to have some sounds that are going to be produced in here, or in here, or in here, or in here, right? So according to the position of the tongue, the articulators, not the position of the tongue. Position of the tongue is for vowels. According to the articulators that you use, you can say that, for example, you have bilabial because you use both lips, right? Or you can have labiodental because you use these teeth, this teeth and this lip, labiodental. Or you can have alveolar or palatal or velar, depending on the articulators. In this case of the alveolar, palatal, and velum, has to do with the position of the tongue, right? We are going to see some examples, so little by little, don't get stressed. Little by little. Bilabial, labiodental, dental. Yes, I forgot the dental. Dental is in the middle. Yes, so imagine that this is the tongue is in the middle of the teeth. Alveolar, palatal, velar. And I forgot one, the glottal. Because in the glottis, there is a sound like g, gato, got, right? Or k, ki, ko, ku, right? So those are glottal. So according to the place, we have bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. We are going to see the intersection, the manner, and the place of articulation. We have here the plosives. So we have the first manner of articulation is plosive. Remember that it's like an explosion. So according to the manner, we are going to see which ones belongs to the place of articulation. We have some plosives that are bilabial, some that are alveolar, and some that are velar. The bilabial and the velar. Pay attention to the picture. Bilabial, here, like oh, b, b. Those are plosive and bilabial. Alveolar, like the T and D, the alveolar, palatal, and the velar, G, and G, K and glo, got. Yes, I don't know why I said before that it was glottal. The glottal, there is only one glottal sound in English. Sorry, I was thinking about other things. Right. So the third characteristic is the voicing. So remember, voicing has to do with the vocal cords. Vibration or no vibration. So if we pay attention to this, we have the three characteristics of here, of this one here. Is stop or plosive? Sorry. They have the two names, plosive or stop. For example, the P is plosive because it's bilabial because you use the two lips, and it is unvoiced because there is not a vibration in here. Pi, there is no vibration. There is another one that it is the same, bilabial and stop, but then is voiced. Which one? V. 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 When you pronounce V and you put your fingers here, you're going to notice that there is a vibration. V. V. And when you pronounce P, nothing happens. Right? So those are the two differences. Oh, sorry, the difference between those two consonants, voice and voiceless. And usually they are going to go in pairs. Some are going to be voiced, unvoiced, or voiceless, and others are going to be voiced, like this one. Right? Those are the differences. So here we have alveolar, unvoiced. What is unvoiced? T or D? T or D? What do you think the voice is? Or the voiceless? No vibration in here.
T.
Very good. T, like tart. T. So D is the vibration. Sorry, it has the vibration. It is voiced, like did. Yeah. So we have here the alveolar. Sorry, the alveolar. Let's see the other one. The velar. This is unvoiced, and this is voiced. G. G. Right? So in Spanish, when you learn phonetics in Spanish, some teachers, not all of them, use the following in order to remember this thing. Let me check. In order to remember which ones are voiced and which ones are unvoiced of the plosive, right? Sorry. You can say petaca, bodega. If you notice, petaca is unvoiced, unvoiced, unvoiced. Bodega is unvoiced, voiced, sorry, voiced, and voiced. And it is the same order. These ones are the bilabial, these one are the alveolar, and these one are the velar. So just to remember, it's like a mnemotechnic technique to remember the voice and unvoice in the case of the plosive. Petaca bodega, petaca bodega. So it is just a thing here, right? Okay. So if we continue with this, we have here the voice, this one. We have the fricative. Remember, fricative means like there is a friction of the air, so the air is released. And we have obviously labiodental fricative. The labiodental fricatives are v. The dental v. The alveolar z. The palato-alveolar or post-alveolar sh. And if you pronounce and if you go with your tongue, you are going to notice that difference. Remember, one is going to be voiced, the other one is going to be unvoiced, right? So if we start again, we have v. This is a v, z, sh, j. You see? It is very similar. Okay, so labiodental, you have the F, like in fine. Voiced, labiodental, voiced, v, very, clever, not clever or very, because that's not a pronunciation. Remember, it's fricative, right? It's not very or very, very, clever, clever. Yeah, it's voice and it is fricative. You release let the air released. We have the dental. In the dental, we have to pay attention to something. Usually, the dental are the spelling is th. Not usually, always is th. The two dental. The thing is that we have to make the difference between the voiced and the unvoiced, but it is like a thing of memory. There is not a rule. There is not a rule about this. So I'm going to show you some examples in a moment about the th sound. This is think, 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 right? And the other that is voice, this, 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 others, right? Then we have the alveolar, and the voice one is something that we don't have. Z, zero, zero, right? Zero. We don't have that sound in Spanish either. The post-alveolar, then, is the... Este sonido es el favorito de las profesoras cuando los niños hacen mucho ruido. Shh. Right? So we have here she, pressure, pressure. And the other one is very similar, but we put it some vibration. It's the previous one, it was shh, and then vibration zh, zh. So we said measure, 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 right? In this one, right? We're going to see some examples in a moment with this one because those are. And then unvoiced glottal. Okay, I'm going to ask you. If the sound is producing here, in this part, just in here, it is unvoiced, so there is no vibration, and this is fricative. What sound do you think it is?
The flemg.
Huh? Sorry, Andres?
H.
Exactly. It is an H sound, yes. And it was not a phlegm.
Sorry.
Boy, I understand the joke. Okay, so it is an H sound. Some people say that H is similar to J, to J in Spanish, but it is not. J is the different. You say J, J, J. So it is like Bella, J, right? Jairo, You see? But this one is glottal. It comes from here. It's home, 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 home. It's produced in the glottis. House, horse, horse, no horse, house, house. It is similar, but not the same. Yep. Conclusion, we have this. Maybe we missed the nasal ones. In the nasal, we have the bilabial, we have the alveolar, this is N, and this is the velar. This happens, this velar happens when the N is next to a velar sound, like think, or like something. It happens in here, right? So more or less, this is the chart. I'm going to send you a chart, another chart, that it is more specific according to the voicing also, because the voicing is missing here, right? And okay, let's see. Okay, yes, we missed these ones also, the postalveolar. The affricates, a combination of T and sh. Like in chess, yes, yes, chess. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to show you something from the book. We can use the book from time to time just to check. Check. Let me see, because I want to focus on the sounds that we don't have in Spanish. Like this one, right? Remember that we have this sound. Do you remember the characteristic? What is the manner of articulation?
For which one?
This sound. Can you see? Ah, sorry. Sorry, I forgot to share. This sound. What is the manner?
Zing.
Fricative. What is the voicing?
Non-vibrating.
No vibrating, it is voiceless. Okay? And the place of articulation or the point is interdental or dental. So it is like you just leave the tongue in the middle of the teeth and release air. So we have here some examples. Thaw, thin, thank, thief, th. O in the middle, wealthy, nothing, method, author. Remember, this is author, healthy, anything, birthday, northwest. So it is like in the middle. And at the end, bath, both, cloth, teeth, truth, south, right? So it is like a release of air. It's very simple. Yes, I told you that the other one that it is voicing is very similar in here, but it is the pronunciation is with voice, right? Remember vibration. Z, z, z. Ouch, ouch. So pay attention. This, then, them, that, they, those, their, these, though, right? Other, mother, father, brother, gather, either, neither. And here, these two, these four are verbs. Remember, that's why it has an E. They are verbs. And the pronunciation is going to change. As a noun, this one sounds bath, but in this case as a verb, bathe, bathe. This one as a noun, breath, but as a verb, breathe, right? The vowel and the consonant changes in these two. Clothe, clothe. Soothe, soothe. Smooth. So here the pronunciation changes. The changes are not that perceptible for some Spanish speakers, but they are important in in here. Okay. Question so far? Pay attention. In this book that is in your in the platform, English Pronunciation Made Simple, there are some exercises that you can use to practice, to pay attention, right? To do these things. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay, another thing that I want to share to show you here is about this. This is an exercise also for pronunciation. Remember, we have here different sounds, and you can recognize this. This is s, z, d, and z. Voicing, different voicing. But here we have minimal pairs. Okay, remember, minimal pair. Un minimal pair es una palabra, la misma vocal, en este caso. Lo único que se diferencia es por una consonante. Right? So in here we have pass, pat, path. Sing, zinc, think. Set, set, Seth. Okay, I'm going to ask you some to read this one. I want you to read this one, number 4. Prepare number 4 and the sentences. Let's read them. Okay, who wants to read the number 4?
I can try.
Okay, Andres, go ahead.
Stan, Dan, Van.
Okay, repeat, please.
Stan,
Yeah.
Dan, Van.
Okay, be careful on this one. It's with S only. Stand.
Stan.
Stand. No a stand,
Stan.
because sometimes the mistake that we used to do, I am not talking about you, I'm talking about the general of the Latino people, is to add an a. Is stand. Stand. Okay, very good. So let's read number 6. Who wants to read it?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Freddy, go ahead.
Sen, then, them.
Okay, number 6.
Dan, than, stan.
Yeah, no, but the sentence.
Okay. Dan is older than Stan.
Okay, repeat.
Dan is older than Stan.
That's good. Very good. Thank you, Freddy. Okay, read number 7. Dinalda, okay, go ahead.
Did you pass Pat on the path?
Okay, very good. Remember something, Dinalda? How do you pronounce this, TH?
The.
Okay, repeat.
Did you pass Pat on the path?
Very good. It sounds more natural. Okay, on the path. Okay, very good. Number 8.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Natalia.
I think there is zinc in the sick.
Okay, remember, this one is similar to S, but with vibration. Zinc.
Zinc.
Right? Read.
I think there is zinc in the sink.
Okay. Another thing that is important here, maybe is because you don't know, this one is with Z as well, okay? Is with Z. If you have one Z here and one Z here, you only pronounce one. Yeah? So these two words you pronounce it is zinc. Like one word, is zinc. Yeah, repeat again, Natalia. Repeat again. Repeat it.
I think there is zinc in the sink.
Very good. You see that it sounds like different?
Yes.
I think there is zinc in zinc. Very good. Now, number 9. Who wants to read number 9?
Teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Clara.
Seth said to set the table.
Again.
Seth said to set the table.
Okay, good. Now, I'm going to ask you something. Read it more naturally.
Seth said to set the table.
Okay, very good. Still, you have to read it more naturally a little bit. So, like, set to set the table.
Okay, more quickly.
Naturally. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. And number 10. Number 10 is my favorite. Lauren, you open your microphone.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Sue is due at the zoo at 2.
Okay, remember the set in is. Is.
Is due. Zoo. Sue is due at the
Do.
zoo.
Todas son la misma
Do.
vocal. Todas son la misma vocal. Repeat.
Sue is due at the zoo at 2.
Okay. It's not do. Okay, it's do. Do.
Do.
Su
Do
is
is
do.
do. Su is do at two at two.
A two. Very good.
Mm.
That's good. Thank you. Very good. Now let's try with another sound. Do you remember these two? This is shoe, nation, wish, and chair, teacher, wit. Wit.
Which?
Yes. It's very interesting something. Pay attention to here. In some words, we have here the spelling. You have this book also. The spelling of this is S-H-T-I, T-I, S-H, S-S, and C-H. Normally,
Negro!
I think that it is Natalia. I'm going to, okay, thank you, Natalia. Right. So normally we pronounce it easily. So shelf, shirt, brush, crush, shadow. Yes? Easily. There's no problem. Social, special, musician, physician, conscious. Issue, assure, depression, profession, expression, expression. Right? So it is not that difficult. This pronunciation is very simple. We have here sugar, shop, chair, shower, tissue, mission, brushing. So it is very normal for us to a certain extent, although this sound is not in Spanish. And here we have the other one. Sorry. It's a lot of exercises here. This one. This is more common in Spanish. That we have two chest chicken. Nature, butter, question. No question, question. It, rich, what? Right? And we have here the spelling C-H-T-U-T-C-H. Top, mature, pot. Simple. Any problem with these two pronunciations? Sh and ch. Problems?
Me no.
Okay, I know that I am fast, but you know that we don't have time. Okay. However, sometimes we confuse one of the pronunciations with another one that is not that common. And is, let me check here. Oh my God. Yes, this one. Remember, this is similar to sh, but with vibration. So it is sh, sh. Sometimes we mispronounce some words because we don't know this one. For example, how do you pronounce this one? The first one?
Asia.
Asia.
How?
Asia. Asia.
Y la están pronunciando con la sh,
Asia.
pero no es con
Asia.
sh, es con sh.
Asia.
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 How do you pronounce this one?
Decision.
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 Es casi como si fuera una Y.
Decision.
Como si fuera una Y de yuca. Casi. Decision.
Decision. Decision.
Very good. How do you pronounce this word?
Vision.
Vision. Vision.
Remember,
Vision.
es con esta. Vision.
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 And?
Vision.
Television.
Television.
Very good.
Television.
Many people pronounce it television, but it is not television. Television.
Television.
Television. It is not occasion. It's occasion.
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 It is not casual. It's casual.
Casual. Casual.
It is not usual. It's usual.
Usual.
Yeah. Like in here, usual.
Unusual.
Unusual.
Closure. Closure.
Closure.
Closure.
Yeah. Explosion.
Explosion.
Yeah. So it is similar to like a j de yuca, but not that much, right? Pleasure, occasion, vision, leisure. So it is more, it's a little stronger than the other one, right? So you can check about this one. Usually, let me see. Correct. And the other one is very similar. Let's see here. Here we have some an exercise. We have here, for example, we will vacation in Asia. Asia.
In Asia. Asia. Asia.
Yes.
We will vacation in Asia.
Yes. Okay, but okay, we don't have much time for doing this. I prefer the other ones that you have just to recognize it. And the other one is this one. G. The pattern is very simple. Check here. Let me show you here. Yeah. How do you pronounce this one?
Jam.
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 Yes, very good.
Jar.
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 Gym.
Agent. Angel. Cage.
Yeah, and this one?
Jaw.
Joe.
Yeah, very good. But pay attention to something. A mispronunciation of some people has to do with this another concept. Remember, this is a semi-vowel. It is very similar. Y, E. Similar, E. How do you pronounce this one?
Yes.
Yes.
You.
Yell.
Use.
Very good. Very good.
Onion. Canyon.
Señora,
A little bit. Si está ocupada, yes, she's busy.
I have a question.
Which one?
Why our jaw is not considered as an articulator? Because we use it, you know, when we
Yes, of course, but it is not a point of articulation. It's too big.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it's an articulator, of course. The nose also. Yeah, but no, it's too big. Right. How do you pronounce this one?
Lawyer.
And?
Canyon.
And?
Unusual.
Y otra vez, muchacho.
Unusual.
Very good. Unusual.
Unusual.
Okay, pay attention to something. Ustedes se han visto que a veces dicen que delante de todas las vocales, cuando uno hace o cuando pone uno un artículo, pone a o an, ¿cierto? Delante de un sustantivo, a o an, a banana, a glass, a cell phone. Pero cuando empieza con vocal, como colocamos an. ¿Se han visto que algunas veces cuando comienza por u no se coloca an, sino que se coloca a? Eso es porque el sonido de la u no es una u, sino que empieza por yod. You. ¿Ok? Eso es por eso. Por ejemplo, umbrella comienza por vocal. Entonces uno dice an umbrella. Right? Pero si uno dijera, por ejemplo, usage, el uso, usage, que se deriva de esta, uno diría a usage, no an usage, porque no sería con vocal, sino con consonante. Right? De eso depende, de si comienza con jot o comienza con vocal, que puede ser a o puede ser u. It depends. Okay, it's a little complex. Okay, very good. I love these examples here. Let me see. This one, I love it. This one. 3 different sounds.
Year.
Could you please, Freddy, that you are the volunteer, read these 3, the first ones.
Okay, year, share.
Okay, remember, la misma vocal, the same vowel, ear. Okay? So the first one, ear. Year. Tear. Tear. Very good. Okay, let me see. Dinalda, pronounce this.
You. And chew.
Very good. Many people pronounce this one as this one. Okay? Dicen you. You are. Cuando dicen you are. You understand what is you? Do you know this word in Spanish? Judío. Right? So when you pronounce judío. When you pronounce you, you are saying this. When you pronounce you are saying this. Right? The same happens with this one. How do you pronounce it?
Yellow.
And?
Yellow. What is yellow? What is yellow? What is yellow? I love yellow. Gelatina. This is the gelatina, yellow. And this one? Cello. Okay, very good. Okay, questions so far? Too much information? Yes. Too much information, right? So I am going to let you rest with this information. There are sorry. Let me see. Yes, I think that those are the most difficult consonants that we have in order, I mean, comparing with Spanish, because in Spanish we don't have those sounds, or maybe we misconfuse
or we confuse one sound with the other. So those are like the ones that we have to work a little more, right? Next time, next class, we are going to start reading some examples of transcription. So could you please getting familiar with these sounds, I mean with the symbols, with the phonemes during this week, right? In order to start preparing ourselves to read something in a phonetic transcription next class. Yeah? Prepare, I mean, get familiar with the phonemes and with the articulation of the phonemes. Don't worry, it is not an evaluation, it's just an exercise that we are going to do. Okay? Okay. Remember, guys, that in the platform there are 3 lessons. You can check the lessons, take notes. They don't have time, so you can take your time to read, to take notes, to do the exercises. You can repeat it 3 times. This class is not about grades, so don't be stressed out because of the grades. This class is about learning. Remember that. Okay? So I am sure that you are going to get a 5 in these lessons if you take notes and do the exercises carefully, but don't stress out. Okay? Just try to learn as much as possible. Next class, we are going to do the exercise in phonetics, the transcription, a little bit, and then we are going to start with some exercises or some things related to syntax. So if you can advance a little bit on the lesson on syntax, it could be nice because you can participate more actively and the class is going to be a little more dynamic. Yes, as you can notice, I love speaking very much. Okay, I speak a lot and I am conscious of that, so you have to stop me. You say no, I want to participate, right? So please. Okay, guys, thank you very much for attending the class. See you next Thursday then. Okay.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Nice rest.
Okay.
Thanks, teacher.
Okay,
Thanks,
teacher.
classmates.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye-bye.